Now that we focus on kids across the state of California heading back to school, students are also getting 2 free meals at all public schools starting this year.
This is possible because of a state initiative that was launched during the pandemic. Lendman is outside Torrey Pines High, where there's a lot of activity for this hour because school's been pushed back. This is now what used to be the 7:30-ish feeling or 7 o'clock hour. Right?
Yep. We have talked about this for years. The experts are saying, good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. The experts are saying these kids are just too sleepy, and we need to have them stay in bed a little longer because, you know, with social media and everything else, we're going to bed later. There's a lot more homework, and we need our kids to hit the ground running. So 8:30 as opposed to 7:30, or in some cases, as with the woman we're about to speak, with whom we're about to speak, it's 9:30. We'll explain that in just a moment. So as I said, 2,500 students here at Torrey Pines, and they're all out here with all of the traffic. This is the first time, by the way, San Dieguito Union High School District, 13,000, 5 high schools, 5 middle schools, all back to school today, middle of August. But having said that, this is the first time that all of these students in 3 years have not only gone to class, meaning in-person learning, but unmasked. The San Dieguito opted for, you can opt for a mask or not, and obviously the lion's share of the students and staff are going to go on mask today. And the word of the day is normalcy. Having said that, Lori LaRock is a parent of 2 as opposed to 3 twin boys.
Correct.
2 twin boys here, Aiden and Ethan. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
She has been a citizen parent activist at the meetings, and you've taken quite an interest in certainly the machinations that happened last year. We're not going to review all of that with what happened at the board, but the fact is, the word of the day I would hope would be some normalcy. Your 2 twin boys who spent 9th grade here, but their middle school, 7 and 8, was certainly interrupted, as well as their learning with all of this. A little more normalcy this year?
Absolutely. They're really looking forward to having a normal school year. They're very excited about it. Their middle school was more than interrupted. It was pretty much distance learning for 3/4 of it. And last year was an adjustment, as it is for everyone in 9th grade, but more so last year just because they were coming out of COVID and distance learning. So they're very excited for this year.
Do you applaud the option of wearing a mask as opposed to a mandate?
Absolutely. I think options are a great choice for parents, and I think a lot of people will take advantage of it.
Okay. So prior to COVID, life is good. I'm sailing along. My husband and I own a business. The boys are very much on track. And then here comes COVID. And here comes COVID along with you becoming much more engaged with their learning, i.e. the school board.
Absolutely. I was concerned that the distance learning was going on longer than I thought it should and needed to be. And I started to see some changes in not only my kids, but other teens in the community who were relegated to their bedrooms. And I thought this would be a great opportunity for me to take a look and see what's happening in the decision making in our local school board.
All right, having said that, again, the word of the day is normalcy. How about this year?
This year is fantastic. We're very excited, and the boys are looking forward to meeting their teachers and being on campus and seeing their friends.
Are you able to quantify at all the fact that as we know, across the country, kids are behind? Can you tell, even if it's just micro, that maybe, you know, those 2 years, the middle school that were lost, trying to make the transition as 9th graders in a big-time high school, are they still a little behind, you think?
I don't know about being behind. What I can say...
Poor choice of words?
No, what I can say is that the study skills and the preparation for high school was lacking. They just did not have that proper middle school experience where they're prepping them for high school, which is a big transition, and they had a harder time adjusting to that. But now that they had 9th grade under their belt, they know what to expect for 10th grade.
Were you able to do any more at home based on that, meaning you have to be the parent teacher?
We hired a tutor.
Excellent. Okay, it was a good question, huh?
It was a good question, and I also talked to other parents, and we weren't alone. And I also had, great opportunity to speak with my kids. How can I help them? Give them resources, and just learn to study a little bit more.
Okay, when we come back, this is what's interesting. So school starts at 8:30, but for Aiden and Ethan, it starts at 9:30. We're going to talk about that at 9 o'clock. They get to sleep in even more, but you're pleased with the fact that school is later and learning will be better.
Absolutely. I think that kids need their sleep. That's another option. So some kids can start at 8:30, some can start at 9:30.
All right. And then again, as we send it back to you guys, and we'll review this a little more at 9 o'clock, this universal meal program that the governor signed off on. We're the only state in the country. Both breakfast and lunch. Doesn't matter the school, doesn't matter the income level of the students at that school, breakfast and lunch, and that's a big deal too, and we'll talk to Lori about that when we visit with you at 9. We are live at Torrey Pines, and let's go. 8:30, we got another 20 minutes, and then we can have some breakfast. Back to you guys.
I know, we just saw that.